You know, one of the taglines that's on all of our stuff is the idea of making memories and changing lives. So our goal is to really help kids make positive memories that as they grow up through life, they can look back on.
From campers to staff, everyone's just silly and free to just be kids and be themselves and be who God made them to be.
They meet the kids where they're at. They just really get down on their level and incorporate them into the stuff that they're doing.
For kids to see that grown-ups can be goofy, but, you know, disciplined and structured at the same time, it's just such a great environment.
It's one of the best weeks of our summers, for sure.
Next to you and give them a big high five.
Here at Camp Sonshine, and we're live. This is such a special place in all of our hearts. It's special for each one of us. Hopefully you're here tonight to figure out how you can give to Camp Sonshine. You know, this place holds a very special place in my heart. We found camp through church, and we're able to connect, and my son was able to be an LIT and continues to make that a priority for his summers. I could tell you lots of sappy stories about how much it's meant to us and our family, but you'll have an opportunity tonight to hear how it's been made an impact on plenty of people. You know, last year, on this same day, on Giving Tuesday, we had an opportunity to come to you, and you were generous in giving. We were able to pay off, Camp Sonshine was able to pay off the barn. There were $30,000 given to that. They were able to put in a pool for the campers to use during the summer, which is an awesome addition. And we were also, through a matching grant, able to raise $25,000 to give to campers who maybe couldn't afford coming to camp by themselves. You know, supporters this year, throughout the year, you know, not just on Giving Tuesday, but all year long, have given enough money for the aerial park. The overnight facility, Camp Solaris, now has an aerial park and a zip line that's completely paid off through donations. And we want to give you an opportunity to see that. There have been thousands of people that have been there. They've been through it. There have been students there. There have been adults there. There have been families there. There have been businesses that have done team building stuff there. And it's an awesome opportunity. If you've not done a zip line, if you've not done an aerial park, I would encourage you to check it out. It's a great place. So we do have a little video of the aerial park, and we want you to be able to see that. Again, this aerial park was made through donations that were given by you watching, by other people that value Camp Sonshine and value the work they're doing for Christ in the lives of young people. So let's take a look at that video. Let's take a look at a great aerial park and zip line.
The aerial park at Camp Solaris is one of the region's first of its kind. Most ropes courses are linear, where a climber will go up and go from one element to the next, and then they come down. Whereas this aerial park, as you can see, is set up as a circle. So people can go up, they can choose their own adventure, they can go back and forth across the same elements. The great thing about this is that it's an individual challenge. People can go up and they can face their own fears and challenge themselves based on the skill level they need. But also the great thing about it is that you can do it as a team, and you have to rely on each other and communication as you go through the course. It's 30 to 35 feet off of the ground, so if you want to step out of your comfort zone, it's a great opportunity to get off the ground and try something new. And to exit the course, off on the backside is a 200-foot zip line. Check it out. Call Camp Sonshine to schedule your own visit.
You know, camp is really growing. Camp is an amazing place. Camp Sonshine, you know, started off with just a few students coming one summer and has grown and grown and continues to grow. I really enjoy this place, and I know lots of you do as well. We're going to hear stories later of people sharing what things are about. You know, it's really amazing to watch people from all over the place come to camp. It's not just a Lincoln thing. It's not just a Southeast Nebraska thing. You know, really, there are people that come from all over. You know, camp does what it says. You know, all the money that was donated on Giving Tuesday last year went to finish off the barn, went to the pool, went to scholarships with that matching grant. And tonight we have a special opportunity. You and me and everybody watching, we have an opportunity to help camp again, raise money to do something special. So I don't want to tell you about it. I'd rather you get a chance to see yourself. So let's go to find out what your giving tonight, everything that you donate, will be used for tonight.
There's nothing like assembly at Camp Sonshine. There's singing, dancing, lots of laughs. The kids have so much fun, and many important lessons are taught. It's a place where we can help kids learn how to navigate some of life's many storms, because storms do come. Earlier this fall, Camp Sonshine found itself in the midst of a literal storm. A microburst of high winds tore through camp, completely destroying the white tent. This is the second time that we lost our tent to a storm, and it's time for Camp Sonshine to have an outdoor assembly space that will be as lasting as camp is itself. This spring, we plan to put up an outdoor pavilion in place of the white tent. This will be a permanent outdoor space that will provide shade, security, and a home for that special place called assembly, that will continue to help campers make the kinds of positive memories that will change their lives. Please join us today to make this powerful dream become a reality.
You know, camp is here to stay. And I love that about this place. It's not a fleeting thing, that camp is here to build in the lives of young people, really to teach about who Christ is to the kids that come. You know, it makes sense to have a space, an assembly, a place where the kids can congregate, where they can come together, they can experience camp. They can experience what a joy they're going to have for the day and for the week. And it really makes sense to have a permanent structure, a place where they can experience assembly. Tonight, we have an opportunity to have a matching grant again. We have an opportunity for $20,000 to be matched of what you give. So every penny that you give tonight will be matched up to $20,000. And that's amazing to know that your dollars are being doubled in giving to camp. We're going to give you an update here in a bit on where we're at. There are places for you to donate. You can go online. If you look at the bottom of the screen, in the comments down there, there's a place where you can click to donate. So go there, click on donate. If you want to call, the phone number's down there. For those of you that don't like donating online, or if you want to donate offline, I don't know how you do it. But we have that opportunity. We've got phones here, people manning those phones. I'd love to hear those phones ring. I'd love to hear people saying, hey, I want to give $5, $10, $50, whatever it is that you want to give, knowing that that is going to be doubled That's amazing. I can't believe somebody would do that. Such a great thing for camp to be able to have an assembly space, a permanent space for them. So please call. We're going to give updates here in a bit. You know, we do want to show you a little bit about what assembly is. You know, assembly is one of those things that kids enjoy. Camp kids enjoy coming. A lot of people, that's their favorite part of the camp day is assembly. I know the first time I came to camp, it was crazy because I showed up and I was talking to Jeff and he's like, hey, I got to go. And he takes off running. He runs all the way up, jumps up on stage, starts hooting and hollering and getting the kids jazzed. Obviously, it was my first time, but it wasn't the campers' first time because they were on their feet, they were singing, they were dancing, and I was like, what have I just gotten into? And it's so refreshing to see kids enjoying the outdoors, enjoying an outdoor camp where they can come and learn about Jesus. So we want to send you out. If you're a friend of Camp Sonshine, if you've been here, if you've seen staff, we're going to go to Marshall. Marshall is a camp counselor. Marshall is beating the streets tonight. He's out knocking on doors, trying to find out what is this thing called assembly? What does it mean to you? And I think he told me he found some kids who've experienced assembly once or twice or 8 or 10 times. And he's just going to talk to them. He's going to figure out, you know, what does assembly mean to them? What's their favorite part? So we're going to cut to Marshall. Are you there, Marshall? Hello?
Here I am. It's me, Marshall, and we're here at this house. We're going to a lot of houses. We're going to so many houses, in fact, for one reason, to find out people's favorite Camp Sonshine Assembly stuff. Let's go. I tripped. Hello! Hello! Come in. Come. Says me. I don't live here. Hello! Hello, what's your name, son? Levi. Oh, creaky furniture. And you?
Darby.
Hello, I am Marshall Parrish of Camp Sonshine, and we are here today with Camp Sonshine, finding out about people's favorite assembly memories, assembly songs, just general camp assembly things. First of all, how many years have you been coming to camp? Levi!
I think 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Solid number. Darby?
7 or 8.
That's more than Levi. I think she has the age advantage, though. That's what's going on here. Now, Levi, what is your favorite camp assembly song?
I forget what it's. The one where you do the air guitar.
Darby?
Waving Flag.
Waving Flag, solid. American version or Spanish version?
I like it when they're combined.
Okay, cool. So the Spanish version then. Snazzy. I'm on board with that. Who is the best counselor?
Jeffrey.
Oh! This is my boy. This is my boy. Oh, Darby. Best counselor?
Probably Bryce.
Bryce? Hey, I'm related to her, so technically, I'm the best counselor, is what you just said. I'll take that. Thank you. Do you have a favorite skit, maybe, that you remember?
The one about, like, the Red Sea and, yeah, the Gideon one.
Oh, Gideon and the Midianites, that's a classic. Do that one every year. Do you have a favorite? Same one? If I show you my favorite dance move, will you show me your favorite dance move?
Sure.
Okay. This is dangerous. We'll attempt this at home. Wait, do attempt this at home. This is your home. Are you ready? This is my favorite dance move. Pretty good? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Alright, alright. Now you gotta do your favorite dance move. Alright, yeah, dude. That is epic. High five, my man. Alright. You don't have to show us a dance move if you don't want to.
I'm good.
You didn't make the verbal agreement like Levi did. Cool. So, I think that is everything that we have. Thank you for giving us a moment of your time, and have a great rest of your school year, and we hope to see you in the summer!
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, hey, it's me, Marshall, and we're here at this house. We are going all over the place, all over interviewing people about their favorite Camp Sonshine Assembly memories. Let's go. Got it. Jeez. Oh, that is terrifying. Nate! Good to see you. Hello. Welcome. We're here asking people, we're going all over the place, asking people about their favorite Camp Sonshine Assembly memories. Do you have any favorite memories specifically from Assembly? Any like favorite Assembly songs, favorite things that, just crazy stuff that's happened, stuff like that?
Well, it gets pretty crazy when we sing songs, like people jumping all around,
Oh yeah.
dancing. I really like the monkey song.
Oh, was the monkey your favorite one? Do you have a favorite skit in your recent memory?
At Camp Solaris, there was this really funny one where they went to the zoo and they, like, everyone was disobeying the rules, but it was pretty funny.
That's awesome. Did they get like taken away by like a zookeeper or like as they broke the rules?
Well, they were kind of like directed by like some guide person, so they got taken away, and they were like, don't do that, and it was pretty funny because of all the animals that were.
Awesome, dude. It's been a pleasure. Hope to see you again this summer.
Hope to see you too.
Oh, you will. All right, adios.
Wow, thanks. If you watch that video and you notice how Marshall kind of invites himself into any space he goes to, if he comes to your door, you might want to be careful. So I love hearing stories from kids. I love that they love assembly, that they need a space. And that's what we're doing tonight is giving. Giving on Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. You've had a chance to maybe go Black Friday shopping and Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday. This is a chance for you to give to community, to give to a place like Camp Sonshine, a place that affects our kids in southeast Nebraska and all over, actually. So we want to take a second here to invite you to give us your own stories. If you have an assembly story, maybe you're sitting with a young person, who's come to camp and they have a great story about assembly. I want you to put that in the comments. We'd love to read some of those here in a bit. So we're going to give you a chance to type in some stories. Maybe you've got a different story about camp, a story that you had a great experience, or your child had a great experience. And we're going to read some of those in a bit. I do want to check up on our giving right now. We've been keeping tabs, and as money continues to come in, we're going to keep updating that. I know you can maybe see what's going on, but let's take a look. We're going to walk over and look at our giving board, and I'll kind of explain what that is. So here on our giving board, it looks like we've got a chance to see how much you've been given, how much with that matching gift that I talked about earlier, that $20,000 match. We're going to have that sitting right here now. Total raise so far, $9,230. That's close to 20% of what we need to be able to put in the pavilion. So I'm excited. I hope that you continue. Oh, phone's ringing. I'm excited to see that somebody's calling in. So just an opportunity for you to see. We'll give an update here in a little bit about that. I understand my head's being cut off. Sorry. So we'll come over to that. Maybe we'll adjust the camera so, maybe my head's not cut off later. So while you're typing in your comments, we want to give some stories. I'm going to bring up Kyle and Lauren Schwartfager. They're the directors at Camp Solaris, and they're going to share with you a unique experience tonight. So Kyle and Lauren, if you want to come on up, we'd love to hear from you.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, thanks, Derek. So as we've seen from the comments and we've seen from the videos, we know that Camp Assembly sure is an amazing place for our staff members and our campers.
Yeah, as Kyle and I have been at Camp Sonshine the last few years, we've had the chance to be assembly leaders, and I know that has been one of our favorite parts of every camp day.
So we had a great idea, because we always have great ideas. We thought it'd be great to do an assembly song right here, right now, with you at home and everybody that's watching. We want to kick off and do the first ever global Camp Sonshine assembly. first ever.
We're so excited for this. We've got counselors and campers and families from all over the world that are going to join us for this. So whether you guys are watching at home
or you're on your phone,
2, 1,
get on your feet.
He's the one who makes the sun shine. He's the one who puts the moon in the sky. He's the one who hung the stars one by one. He's the one who makes the birds sing. He's the one who makes your dreams so high. He's the one who makes me smile. Day by day, Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Spider-Man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Superman. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Batman. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than anyone. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Bobby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Action Man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than everyone. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend.
Hey, we're so glad that you're still with us. For those of you that are just joining us, we just heard a wonderful Camp Assembly song. We learned that Jesus is our superhero. He wants to be your friend, your best friend, my best friend. And I love that. I love when that song's being sung. The kids are jumping around, the leaders are jumping around, the LITs are jumping around. It's such a fun time. You know, we really do want to hear more from you. So continue to post stories, continue to post different things. We're going to read some of those here in a bit. So it really does matter. We do have people that are checking this, writing stuff down. We're going to share some of those here in a bit because we do want you to hear what people are saying and how important it is to give to Camp Sonshine. You know, tonight really is a wonderful opportunity that we have to give to a place that means so much to so many people. So we're going to go to the giving board. I know they just tabulated for me again, since I don't get to see the video because I'm up in front. They just tabulated. So let's head on over. Let's look at what's been given so far. Oh my goodness. $5,970 have been what you've given. A matching gift, $5,970. I want to see this move all the way up. Here's our goal. We want to get to $40,000. That would complete that matching grant. We're at $11,940. We're 25% of the way there, more than that. So such an opportunity for us to match our dollars. When we get past that, We need to reach $50,000. That would allow that assembly space to be built and for camp to enjoy and the kids to enjoy that opportunity. So I encourage you, leave some stories. If you have the ability, give. Jesus is our superhero. And one of my favorite superheroes, Marshall, is out and about. We saw some of him earlier. So Marshall, I hope you're still there. I hope you're visiting more places, finding out, more about how people see camp. So Marshall, are you there? Marshall?
Hey, it's me. We got another house. Let's check it out. I'm gonna ring the doorbell. Ready? Watch this. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah? Yeah. Your man Dylan. Hello. How are you? How are you doing?
Great. How are
doing
you?
great. I'm doing good. Now, sir. Hello. My name is Marshall Parrish.
Hello.
Hello. I am here at your residence, representing Camp Sonshine.
Yeah.
You been there before?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years?
This next year will be my 8th.
Holy Toledo. That's a lot of years. Now, you man Dylan, do you have perhaps a favorite memory of assembly?
I do. One time, it was at the end of the day, and Josh was leading it, and he called on me, and I was answering. And then he said, you know what? You can lead assembly. So I got to pick the songs out and do the rest of the songs.
That's amazing. I heard that was a great day. You did a good job. That was a lot of fun. You have a favorite assembly song, perhaps, that you played?
Probably Wave Your Flag.
Wave Your Flag? Now, we have gotten another person to say Wave Your Flag already tonight. Do you prefer the English or Spanish version?
Spanish.
Spanish? Interesting. The other person said Spanish as well. Maybe that's just the best version. Now, is Mr. Austin somewhere? Where'd he go?
Austin! Yeah, right here!
Oh, hello! Now, Austin.
Yeah.
How are you today, first of all?
Good.
What did you have for breakfast?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I have a few questions for you, Austin. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. How many years have you been coming to Camp Sonshine?
5.
What's your favorite Camp Sonshine assembly song?
Fly Cacti.
Best question, most important question. We're going to go one at a time. We're going to start with Dylan. Who is the best Camp Sonshine counselor of all time?
This is a hard one, because if I say one person's name, then someone else will get upset. But the person I've probably had the most fun with is Josiah. He's just really funny and always puts you in a good mood. And he's just hilarious.
You're welcome, Josiah.
I'm going to say every counselor, but my most favorite is Marshall because I've been with him the most entire years. I've been with him for 3 years.
Heck yeah. I won. This is really just a facade so I can have all the campers tell me that I'm the best. That's why we're really doing this. Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening. Well, gentlemen, it's been an honor. It's been good seeing you, gentlemen. Hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your year. Hope to see you again this summer.
Yeah.
Great. Good job, Marshall. So glad to see that he goes tearing away from all these houses. Everybody has their favorite counselor. And I could tell you mine too, but like him, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. They're all my favorites. This is a special place, and we have a special opportunity tonight. So to recap for those of you that, sorry, I'm mixing my words. Those of you that maybe are just joining us, tonight, Giving Tuesday, we have an opportunity to raise money for Camp Sonshine. We have an opportunity to see that camp does things with the money they raise. All the money that gets donated tonight is going to the pavilion. It's going to assembly. It's going to a time where kids can have a safe space, maybe out of the rain if it rains, a space where they can enjoy and start off their day on the right spot. We do want to share some stories. I encourage you, if you haven't done so already, if you're watching this, all my Facebook friends, if you're watching this, I want you to go into the comments, leave some comments. What does camp mean to you? What does assembly mean to you? We're going to bring up Lauren and Kyle Schwartfager from the overnight facility, Camp Solaris, that's alongside with Camp Sonshine, and they're going to share some stories. So they wrote some down, and they want to share those. So Kyle, Lauren, you want to come on up and share with us some stories?
Yeah, thanks, Derek. So we've collected some of these from your comments and over the past few weeks, and we just wanted to read a few.
Our first story is from someone who has been a leader in training and an assistant counselor at Camp Sonshine. And she actually wrote us this letter at the end of this last summer. She said, "The reason I keep coming back to Camp Sonshine isn't the activities, it's the people. I don't think I've ever seen so many different types of people get along so well and support each other so much. Even though I don't come to camp as often as I would like, I'm always treated like a part of the family. And I've actually really loved getting to be a part of this last summer's theme, I Belong, because I feel like it impacts so many people and it definitely affects me. After those 2 weeks that I was at camp, I felt like God was sending me the message that I definitely made the right decision coming here and that I belong here. Camp Sonshine is probably the place that I feel God speaking to me the most in this world, and I thank you for making that possible." She says, "Thank you for everything that you do, because you all reach people, and especially kids, in more ways than you can possibly imagine."
All right. Our next comment is from somebody who's been a leader in training, an assistant counselor, and a camper. "From the moment I arrived at camp and met my counselor at age 10, I felt welcomed and like I was meant to be there. Everything about it, from the silly skits in the morning and the campers' love for their counselors to the way this place makes you feel like you have an instant family, is beautiful. From being a camper to a leader in training to assistant counselor, each time I've been at camp, my relationship with Christ has strengthened. I hope to continue to grow my relationship with Jesus and be a part of a family that adores and loves life with Christ as much as I do."
That last comment was from a girl who I actually had the privilege of being her counselor for a couple years, and getting to just get to know her over the last couple years. She moved away, but she continued to come back to camp every summer, and Lulu and I just have gotten the chance to build a relationship with her. It's been really an incredible thing to walk alongside her as she has come to know Jesus and put her faith in him, and to just see the wonderful young woman that she is now, and to know that God did the work, and he did that through her coming to camp and having the experience that she had. So it's just really cool to get to be a part of those life-changing stories when we have the privilege to do that. Our next one is from someone who started as a camper, has been a leader in training, and also an assistant counselor. And she wrote this: "I have gone to Camp Sonshine a total of 7 summers. Through the years, I went from being a camper to a leader in training to an assistant counselor, and after each summer, I knew that I wanted to return the next year. My experiences as a camper at Camp Sonshine are some of my best childhood memories because of the fun I had doing the activities and the relationships I built with my group and with my counselor. My summers at Camp Sonshine have had a large impact on my confidence and my ability to lead. Camp Sonshine has an environment different from anywhere else I have ever been, and at Camp Sonshine, talking about God is not only accepted, but it's encouraged."
All right. This next comment comes from a staff member. It says this: "God works here. There is just something about Camp Sonshine that makes people feel accepted, a part of something, and valuable. God has done tremendous work in and through the various lives that have been a part of camp. You see a different side of God than what you're used to seeing. The positive people, the community, the way God moves, all of it."
These are some really cool things, and I'm excited that we get to share them with you guys. This next one is from a camp parent, and we actually just received this letter recently. She said, "Last summer, my daughter and her friend came to camp struggling with friend issues. Several girls at school had told them that they weren't good enough, they weren't pretty enough, and they weren't smart enough. Thus, they were both struggling with inner self-esteem. Each day when I would pick them up, they would tell me about how God sees them as beautiful and how he gives us the strength we need to get through tough times. They talked about how they felt closer to God when they were at camp, and that they could solve their problems through prayer. Their confidence grew tenfold, and we were so proud as we listened to them discuss their relationship with God and their memories from camp. We were thrilled to see such a change in them by just a couple weeks end. Happily, each girl started school this year with a new outlook, and they are both enjoying school again. You changed lives using the gifts that God gave each of you, and for that, my family will always be grateful.
All right, and our last comment here that we're going to read right now is from somebody who has been a camper, an LIT, an AC, and a staff member, so they've hit the cycle. It says, at Camp Sonshine, I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes, as long as you learn from them. I've learned perseverance and that I should never give up. I've learned countless skills that will and have already benefited me in my life outside of camp, and every summer I am constantly reminded of God's goodness and his incredible faithfulness because of my unforgettable experiences at Camp Sonshine. Thanks so much, guys, for sending in those comments. Please keep commenting, sending us your comments, your likes, and your assembly comments, too. And, yeah, we want to invite Derek back up to take over. Here you go, Derek.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Lauren. You know, that can bring a tear to your eye if you really listen and really understand what camp means to people. Not only does it mean a lot to the campers and the young people that come, no matter what age they are, but it means a lot to parents, to staff, to anybody who's associated with this place. It's such a wonderful place. So just a quick recap, you know, we're raising money tonight to help Camp Sonshine put up a permanent structure for assembly. They're calling it the Pavilion. We'll see in a little bit what that looks like. You'll get a chance to see what their vision is behind that. And it really is a chance for you, sitting on Facebook is a chance for you to be a part of what's going on here. To kind of connect things, we're going to a video. Jeff, who's a director here at Camp Sonshine, he had a chance to sit down with a staff member, Morgan Ellison. Morgan was a camper here at camp. She was an LIT, a leader in training, which is, if you don't know what an LIT is, you know, it's a chance for middle schoolers to be a part of what's going on. And an assistant counselor, Morgan was there. Morgan was also a counselor. She was on staff as a counselor, you know, working with kids all summer long. And Jeff had an opportunity to sit down with her and talk through what has camp meant to her. You know, like I said, camp means a lot to the kids that come, but it means a lot to everybody. It means a lot to the parents, and it means a lot to staff. So let's hear what Jeff and Morgan were talking about.
All right. Well, Morgan, thanks for being here today. Yeah. It's so fun to have you back. This isn't your first rodeo at Camp Sonshine.
No.
So tell us about your history at camp. When did it start and where have you been?
Well, I started coming to camp when I was in about 4th grade. That was the summer before 4th grade after I'd moved. So I went through a nice transition of 3rd to 4th grade, going from one side of Lincoln to the other. And I started coming to camp. My mom introduced it, like, hey, this is awesome, you should definitely try it. And so I did, and I've been here ever since. From being a camper to leader in training, assistant counselor, and then counselor.
So cool, so cool. Yeah. What would you say, some of your favorite moments thinking back as a kid at camp?
All right, well, I definitely remember like being able to have that downtime where we would walking to activities and being with my counselors and like singing with them, just these out of control, crazy songs that was always super fun, or like yelling that my name is Morgan and you know what I got. Like that was always something I remembered as a camper. So
tonight, this whole Facebook Live thing we're doing is raising funds to put up a pavilion for the assembly area. What assembly memories do you have? Like, why was assembly such a cool part of the camp experience?
I definitely remember the skits. It was always like the really out of control, crazy skits. I remember there were like superhero skits, and then there was like super spy ninja skits, and then you also had like the buffalo skit that was really entertaining. Otherwise, there was always like the camp songs. Like my father's house was always one that I always remembered, and I for some reason loved that one. And Faith, where you spelled out the letters and like F-A-I-T-H. I always remember that. It was great.
It's awesome. So. I was just going to ask you if you could show some of your favorite dance moves from assembly. You just showed it. Spell it and everything. That's great. Awesome. Well, Morgan, you have shared before how When you came to camp, it was a difficult time of childhood and for different circumstances going on and stuff. What do you think it was about Camp Sonshine that during that hard time was really helpful for you and just gave you some direction?
I remember the first time I ever was able to share about my story with someone was actually a camp counselor. And immediately I felt relieved. I felt this hope inside that things are going to get better. And it was my counselor. She helped me. She was there for me. She was talking with me, really reaching out her hand to make sure that I was okay and that she knew I was loved.
Do you remember over the years the different counselors you had, like different things about them that was just super awesome and helpful or amazing?
Yes, it was definitely the energy. Every counselor had their own like spontaneous moments. I remember there was a counselor, Nikki. She was very kind of to herself, but she was still there, you know, keeping you energized, like, hey, check this out, it's great. And then you also had counselors like Sam, where she just would dance crazy and just go nuts with anything. And it was always fun to see that dynamic between someone who was more reserved and someone who was way outgoing, and how both of them still were enthusiastic about being a camp counselor and being here at camp.
Well, you're that person now. You are the person wearing the blue shirt. So what has that been like, being on the other side of the equation where you are working with a group of kids now?
It has changed my life, honestly. I never expected to have the joy that I experienced when I was a camp counselor. Like that summer coming in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a camp counselor, this is so exciting. And then I got there, it got my group, and that was kind of a moment of where like I felt like I belonged. I felt that I was where I needed to be. And that entire summer, it changed my life to this day. I still get super excited about Monday mornings because I was here early on Monday mornings.
So then we always talk about how when you leave camp, you realize how much you've changed or you've grown and stuff. Like, are there some skills that you learned as a counselor that now at school and at work that you're like, wow, I learned that at camp?
Mm-hmm. Definitely being enthusiastic when you don't feel enthusiastic yourself. Like really getting yourself into what you're doing. So now that I work as a server, you know, it can be draining sometimes. It can be hard, but you just gotta gotta keep going. Your table, your guests are your campers from camp. You gotta let them just enjoy it and have fun and not drag them down from prior experiences from yourself earlier. So.
Well, you are a very busy person,
yes.
Balancing school and work and all that, and so we weren't planning on seeing you much. Mm-hmm. But go ahead and walk us through, because we were talking about this summer our theme of I Belong, and I know that had a big impact on you. And so would you just kind of share what happened that one morning?
Yeah, you know, I knew that I wasn't going to be here all summer. I knew that I had made other prior engagements to go and work as a server and, you know, focus on school more. And I woke up that Monday morning just sad. I'd never had that feeling before. I just had like this hole in my heart. Something was pulling at it. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. I feel really down. Well, then I realized today's the very first day of camp for, was it 2016, 2017, and I'm not there. For the past 10 years, I have always gone to camp, and I wasn't there. Well, the next day came along, and I still, like that pulling at my heart just hurt even worse. It's like, you know what, forget it. I'm calling camp, and I'm going. So I called Maddie, and she went, yeah, come on out. And so I drove as fast as I could here, and once I got here, you know, there was a song playing on the radio by Building 429, and it was I Belong. And I was like, man, I love that song. And I pull up into camp, and there's the giant sign saying, you belong at Camp Sonshine. It's like, I belong at Camp Sonshine. I knew it. And I felt so relieved, and that hole in my heart just overflowing with joy. It was amazing just to be able to come back, see the kids, see the counselors, and know that there's something good happening here.
When you look back on your whole journey, and that involves, you know, a lot of life experiences at camp and outside of camp, what are some of the things that you could say, God used Camp Sonshine to teach me fill in the blank?
Well, I definitely started where a lot of my hardship started when I was in 4th grade. I came to summer camp here at Camp Sonshine the year before, and it was great. And then I realized 10 years later, God put camp into my life right at that moment, so that way I knew there was a place I could go. And he taught me to keep pushing forward and keep going and know that there are people here that care for me and that love me, and they're never gonna go away. And so having that knowledge, having that love really kept me going, kept me to keep pursuing my dreams.
Thank you for coming in and sharing with us.
Of course.
Do you have any other stories or anything that haven't come out of a question that you want to share?
I just love camp. Camp is amazing. It's my home. I belong here. So, and I hope that other people can feel that way too. It's awesome. I love it.
Awesome. So it's a big reason for people to get involved tonight and help us put this
Yes.
pavilion up, because amazing things happen in that space. So.
There have been so many kids' lives changed just year to year. The amount of kids that come in and they just want to pursue Jesus, pursue God, and the love he has. I've seen that number grow so big and wide ever since being a camper. I love it.
Awesome. Well, the entire world is tuned in here for our event. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I love my family.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, back to you, Derek.
You know, I love listening to Morgan and her heart for kids and her heart for people. You know, I wanted to start over here. Our goal for tonight is to raise money. Our goal for tonight really is to get a permanent assembly structure, somewhere where the kids can start off their day on the right foot. So I wanted to update us. So far, total giving $7,670. That's by you. Matching $7,670. We're up to $15,340. That's a lot of money, people, but we still need to go. We still need to get there. We want to reach $50,000 tonight. You know, that's the goal. We really want to do that tonight for camp, so that they can really have an opportunity to build into more kids, to build into more people, really to do things better and better all the time. So help us get there. Click on the link below. Haven't heard the phone ring in a while, so give us a call. We'd love to take that pledge online. We'd love to take, just a one-time giving online. I'm sorry, on the phone. Online, on the phone, they're different, Derek. Okay, so get on, do that for me. We're going to come back over here. You know, that update is great. I love that people are online. I love that people are giving. So share the link. Share it with people you know. You know, maybe maybe God will work on their heart to give. I want to find Marshall again, although it kind of scares me. I'm not sure what he's up to this time. So let's go find Marshall. Are you out there, Marshall?
I'm standing. I'm not rolling. But hey, I'm Marshall, and we are at yet another house. Let's go. Is this a... I'm just gonna knock, because I don't understand what that is. It looks like a doorbell, but I don't get it. Looks like a call button? I don't know. I knocked. Hello!
Oh my gosh!
Hello!
Hi.
Hello!
How are
My
you?
name is Marshall Parrish. I'm here representing Camp Sonshine. How are you today?
Nice to meet you. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm doing just fine, just fine. Well, we are here and everywhere, all over the place today, in fact, interviewing different campers from Camp Sonshine. Yes.
Really? Well, I'm not a camper. Who are you here to see?
Would you happen to have a camper?
I do. Abby, would you like to speak to Abby?
Could we speak to Abby?
Okay. 20 minutes. Come on.
Yes.
Abby, it's for you.
Whoa.
Whoa! Hello. Hello, Abby. My name is Marshall Parrish. Welcome to your home.
Hello.
Well, I am here representing Camp Sonshine. We are going all over the city today, interviewing different Camp Sonshine campers, asking them about their favorite Camp Sonshine assembly memories. Do you have a favorite assembly song?
That's really hard.
There's basically like 5 of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like the first one that we do in the morning because, you know, you wake up really early in the morning and you're just like, don't want to get out of bed. And then you go to assembly, and then you're just like, boom! It's like somebody gives you coffee in your face.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Perfect. So the good morning song.
Yeah, I guess.
Fantastic. Now, do you have a favorite camp assembly memory? Just something happens, something crazy goes down, something goofy goes down. Who knows?
That's really hard as well. I don't know, but I think like the skits, there's a lot of memories in those.
Sure.
Trying to remember which skit I liked the best. I think it was like the one with Gideon where they all sneaked up on those people and they're just like roar. And they all run
Gideon
away.
and the Midianites?
Yeah.
There were 2 other people today who also said Gideon and the Midianites was their favorite skit. I didn't write that one, but I'll take credit because we did it twice this past summer. Marshall wins. How long have you been coming to Camp Sonshine?
I think it's coming on 6 years. I don't.
6 years?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's 6. I think this is my 6th year, and I think I'm going to be in LIT this year if my dad says yes.
Good golly, an LIT. Wow. Been an honor. Welcome back to your home, and have a great rest of your day, and we hope to see you next summer.
I stubbed my toe.
Check it out. Hello!
Hi.
Hello!
What are you doing here?
My name is Marshall Parrish.
I know you live here.
Yes, I'm here to represent Camp Sonshine. Camp Sonshine, home of Jeff Kaiser. I have some questions for you. I would like to know, what is your favorite assembly memory? I'm asking the man. Interesting. What is your favorite assembly memory?
My favorite assembly memory is dancing and stuff. My favorite assembly song is My Hands Are Up.
Can you show us your favorite dance move? Pretty good.
Are you gonna come in for supper? Mom has it ready. Cool.
Wow, thank you. Marshall, I'm getting worried. You're just walking into people's houses. You know, I really was thinking, hey, Marshall should interview the dog. And he did. So, wow. Nice job, Marshall. So, was that our last video with Marshall? We don't know. We're going to find out in a bit. Hopefully he's got maybe one more. So, I do want to bring up Jeff and Trish, directors here at Camp Sonshine, and give them an opportunity to speak to you. So, here's Jeff and Trish.
Thank you, Derek. Well, good evening. If you guys remember, last year we gathered here on the same night to raise the final funds needed to finish off the construction of our pool and the barn here at camp. Those 2 great additions have been able to allow so many more kids to come to camp. And so thank you for your support in that.
Yeah, tonight's project is really important, and it's important that we get it done by next summer. So we would like to start construction on it as soon as we get the funds in. So we just want to thank you guys so much for your contribution to the project. You know, we have had a couple white tents that we've done camp under, and it just makes sense to replace it with something a bit more permanent that we don't have to take up and down every year, and it's a safe environment for the kids to sing and dance and go crazy in.
Yeah, once this project's done, we are going to start looking at doing our Camp Sonshine Activity Center, which would be a facility that would house some athletic courts, space for climbing activities, and really an indoor space for inclement weather during the summer when we need to gather all of camp together. Before we can even talk about that and look at the details, we need to make sure that we get this pavilion done for this coming summer, which again is why we're here tonight.
And this $20,000 match is perfect timing to get this complete. Honestly, we couldn't do it without your help. In fact, we know that we need your help. We have tried it on our own, and let's just say it didn't go so well.
In fact, it was actually a disaster. I'm reluctantly going to let you see what happened.
All right, so here we are. We're super pumped. Our white tent was destroyed, but we're gonna rebuild. I've got the white tent here. We're gonna fix, mend it. I got the world's best building crew back here. Let's see how it goes. I think things are going extremely well. It's gonna take no time at all, and our white tent's gonna be back as good as new.
Jeff?
Yeah! Oh, kind of small, isn't it? Hey, hang on, cut film. Okay, here we go. Color issue, so our white tent's gonna be blue this summer. Not a put up. Just see how it goes. It's great. The white tent renovation, they're rigid, yet they're flexible. I think they'll hold up in the wind really well, lightweight. And so we're gonna work on building our new structure with these, and then we'll add some sidewalls. It's gonna be great. So this is awesome. This is it. Okay, so a little bit of technical difficulties. It's a new building method. Not sure if it's gonna work. Not sure if my workers are gonna work. But I'm getting desperate. I got one last idea. I'm gonna prep for it. I think this is gonna be the one though. We'll be back. Okay, so apparently the wise words of the world are, if you build it, they will come. And so we are going to build it. No more of this temporary tent kind of stuff. We're gonna get some wood and screws and nails, and we're gonna build a structure that can stand the test of time. So here we go. Well, things aren't going as good as I had hoped they would go. I'm gonna have to retool. I got some ideas though. I think there's some other ways we could do this.
Jeff,
hey.
Why don't we just call the people you were talking about to build it?
Oh, like the building company?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. We're gonna need some more help. All right, let's do that.
Well, as you can see, it didn't go so well with no money and no expertise. So that's where you guys come in. We decided to ask for help to build this pavilion financially, and we've also decided to ask for a company to come in that just does these kind of things, that can build this on budget and on time and all that great stuff. So we are super excited to be working with the Cleary building company, which the local office is right here in Roca.
Yep, and so what we're going to do is we're going to put on the screen for you a rendering of what our pavilion right now is potentially going to look like. I think it is coming here. And what you're going to see is that the size of this pavilion is very similar to what our white tent is. We've been filling that space with kids, and so we wanted to keep it a space that we can fit all the kids into as well. It's got the hard top on it. It's going to be anchored in the ground, so it obviously isn't going to blow away in the wind. You're going to notice there in the back as well that we do have our backstage area built in there. And so the fun thing about that I know our staff will love is that all the skit clothes and props aren't going to end up in the dirt dirt and in the mud with spiders and an occasional mouse living in a shirt or something. So that'll be nice that we have all that there. It's going to be a glorious, wonderful thing that the kids are going to really enjoy. We'll go ahead and show you a different angle of it here. Here's kind of the front of it as you look in. What we want to do is utilize this pavilion for families and group outings. And so this will be a pavilion area that when groups come for their fall festivals or birthday parties, family events, it'll be a nice outdoor, secure place that they can gather for various family events and functions. And we'll just kind of show you here the side view as well. It's going to be 60 feet long. Most of that on that front side is going to be wide open. And so from the inside of the tent, you can see out into the campgrounds. You can see the kids running in for assembly. And then, you know, from the outside, you will be able to see inside the pavilion and see all the fun activities that are going on inside with assembly and our skits. So anyway, we're grateful for those of you that have given already. Those of you that are waiting to the last minute, that's awesome. We need your guys' help. We can't do this without you. Camp's never been able to do anything without the people supporting it, and so we very much value you all. So we're going to turn it back over to Derek here. He's doing a fabulous job tonight. Thank you, Derek, for being here, and we're going to let you take us home.
Sounds good. We only have a few minutes left tonight for this broadcast, for this Facebook Live event, but you can continue giving past this. You can continue giving until midnight tonight. So if maybe God's working on your heart, you know, Jeff talked about, we saw the video of Jeff trying on his own. That's something we can't do. We can't try on our own. We have to involve God. And that's been my prayer tonight, is that God would work in your heart to give somewhere and possibly give to this. That pavilion looks amazing. I'm super excited about the opportunity it's going to give to kids to have a space to do assembly, and we love that. You know, one of the great things about Camp Sonshine is it's not just about kids. You know, we've heard some stories from parents and from some staff people that have been read to you, you know, earlier in the video. But we have a very special story coming up of someone who has been totally changed by camp. Many of you might know Miss Lulu from here at camp. I know she's served in many different capacities here at camp, sometimes inside, sometimes outside, sometimes with kids, sometimes without, sometimes she's just all over the place. She's kind of that jack of all trades. So I really want to hear, and I want you to be able to hear her heart and what camp has meant to her. So let's see what Miss Lulu had to say.
So the first time I heard about Camp Sonshine, I was a freshman in college and I was in a speech class, which is everybody's least favorite class to ever take because you actually have to get up and talk in front of people. I was getting ready to do my first speech and a guy went before me and he described a lot of community and getting to hang out with kids a lot, and his speeches were just really fun to listen to. And on Christmas break, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for a summer job, and at this point in my life, I decided that having kids I wasn't going to do because I didn't like them. So obviously being a camp counselor was the perfect fit for me because I'd be with kids all the time. I just have to say it's totally a God thing that I applied for camp. My entire childhood and up through my first year of college, my label that had been given to me by others and that I had naturally given myself was that I was shy, and I would always be shy. I was just never good enough with just being me. After we did the interview, he emailed me a couple days later and offered me a job as a camp counselor, and I ran down my dorm halls and was screaming, I got the job, and I was so excited. I didn't fully sink in what I had gotten myself into until I was driving up to camp, and I wasn't prepared for what was going to happen next. Those first couple days, it was a lot of working through my baggage of I'm too shy, I'm too quiet, I'm not enough, and I'm not good with kids and things like that. So just working through that and having a community surround you. After the very first day, I had met 22 new best friends who also knew Jesus, and I finally found a place where it was okay to be shy, and I was able to be myself fully, and that was really awesome. Camp has taught me how to create a community and to show anyone that they can belong anywhere. That's the biggest thing that I love about Camp Sonshine is it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what grade you're in, you still belong here because we have shared experiences and we're gonna grow together and we're a family. The next summer I came back, that was the best summer ever because that's when I met Jacob, who's my husband. So we're stepping into a new adventure and we are going to be missionaries and we are moving across the world and we're going on an equipping track with an organization and we want to serve refugees, and maybe that means starting children's programs for them or sustainable farming or whatever God really wants us to do. I have learned so much about how God doesn't call people and just leave them there. He calls them and He equips them. I never thought I was going to get married, never thought I would move across the world. I never really wanted to go on a missions trip, and because of camp and how God worked through my life, I've been able to do all of that. They have taught me how to love really hard people, and they've always challenged me and pushed me harder, and they don't let me settle with what I think is best, and they always are bringing me forward, and I've just loved being under them for the 6 years that I've been here. Thank you, Jesus, for intervening and bringing me to Camp Sonshine.
Hey, we're going to start over here at the donation board. I really love Miss Lulu. She is wonderful. It's great to hear from her and to hear that, you know, camp not only makes a difference in the young people that come, the kids that are here, but the staff as well, and a life-changing thing. I mean, she met her future husband here. She met tons of people, and now she's moving off into the mission field. So what a wonderful testament to what's being done here. We're kind of running out of time. I was hoping to hear from Marshall one more time, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. Here's our progress. $9,295 is what you've given, both on the phone. It's been ringing several times. Matching gift, same amount, $9,295, $18,590. Keep giving. If you can't give by the end of this time together, you know, you can still go till midnight. So I just wanted to, let's move cameras here. You know, as we start to close our time together, you know, I really wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who has given a gift, somebody that has, you know, maybe given out of their stuff, and who is Marshall? Is that you? What are you doing, Marshall? We had what you were out in the community, right?
Yep.
And you were going to houses.
Are you still going?
Yeah, we're still. Hello, the lights, the camera. We're still going. Yeah, that's a camera, Marshall. It's okay. It's okay, bud. But I was hoping you'd have one more, you know, to close our eye, that you'd have one more story. But that's okay.
Oh,
yeah,
no. I do. Wait. Hold this.
Okay. On your phone?
Uh-huh.
Really? Oops, sorry. One more.
Hey everybody, I'm Ben Weber, and I've been going to Camp Sonshine for the past 11 years. It's been I've grown up here, and I think one of the best parts of camp is assembly. Every morning, everybody goes into the huge white tent, and you go there and you sing songs and you watch a skit, and it's one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. One of my favorite assembly memories was when they had One Resurrection. Now, One Resurrection was a parody of the boy band One Direction, and they did it for a skit one year. But they got super serious with it the week I was there, and they had multiple skits that involved it. They were like, you know what, whoever has like the best One Direction spirit, like wins a prize or wins something from the snack shack. And I went home and I made a shirt, and I like taped a 1 right here and like a D right here, or not a D, an R, because it's One Resurrection. So I taped a 1 and an R right here, and I made a shirt out of it, and I got it signed by all the cast members and all the people who were in the band, and it was a great experience and one that I'll probably never forget. last summer was my first summer as a counselor, and I had the opportunity to like almost every day be a part of the skit, and I got to do skits with some of my favorite counselors that I've seen up on stage, and like it was really just one of those dream come trues. You know, as a camper, like my counselors would always just be there sitting with us, and to have it like you know, another opportunity like that where I can go sit with my kids every week, every day really, and pour into them and watch their reactions to, you know, when there's something funny that happens on stage, or seeing them and getting them pumped up for assembly. Like, this is a great time for my kids and I to have something to bond over, like right away. Like, you know, every week you have a new group of kids, and you know, that first thing you do really in the day is assembly, and that's an awesome opportunity to have such a relate over. Like, you know, you say, oh, that was funny in the skit when, you know, so and so did this, or oh, dude, that was a great song, you know, Jesus is my superhero, because, you know, he is. And it also opens up a lot of talking points, because people, you know, if they don't know that, they're like, hey, what does this mean? And it's just it's all around one of those great tools, and something that's probably just one of the most unique and entertaining parts of camp. It's super fun to see like them just getting super into it, and knowing all the actions and stuff like that, stuff that I've known forever, and I get to teach them that and kind of pass that down. And it's just one of those weird, like, surreal experiences where you're just like, okay, I'm actually doing this. Like, I've been one of these people, and now I get to like influence the next generation.
Thank you for the food, Marshall, and thank you for that video as well. I'm so glad that that you had one more video for us to share. It's about time for our night to close. While you're watching that video, actually some more donations came in. I know that the people that are here manning the phones and stuff, that they've been working hard to try and keep me as updated as possible. So we're going to take one more trip over to the board to check things out. I think you'll be surprised at what I have to share with you. Guys, since we started, we're up to you giving both on the phone, clicking on the link. Some people have sent some stuff in. $17,575. We're hoping for 20. We've got a little bit of time left before midnight that you can still get online. You can still give them a call, that we can then share in that matching gift. $17,575. We're up to $35,150. When we reach that $50,000 mark, that's when we can start building. That's when we can start to put that assembly space together. So thank you so much to everyone that's given so far. We just want to say thank you. And from all of us here at Camp Sonshine, there's people you don't get to see that are behind the camera and have done a wonderful job. But from all of Camp Sonshine, from me, we say thank you.
Excellent. And Derek, we want to thank you for being here tonight and just sharing with us in this awesome endeavor. Thank you for the work you've done.
Absolutely.
Thank you to all of you out there for supporting camp, not just tonight, but over the years and in the years to come. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you and your families. Our time is drawn to a close here, but we want to leave you with one last assembly memory. You heard Ben talk about that memorable moment at assembly when One Resurrection became our boy band at camp on stage. And so we're excited to give to you tonight the One Resurrection World Tour music video. Woo! So enjoy, and we will see you this summer.
One Resurrection.
We tried to find a sound that was new and